All right, so I'm back on the island. Some of you may know that I'm on the National Innocence Network Board of Directors. So we had our semi-annual meeting in Kansas City. Yeah, it sucked. But anyway, so I'm back. But while I was gone, right, Catherine and Louis took a plea in federal court. And I was trying to catch some of the news from afar, but I saw, like this thing that Catherine wrote, and you guys know I'm not too good at all this electronic stuff, but so let's see. So this is the note that Catherine wrote. Actually, it's appearing backwards in my screen, so I can't even read it to you. But hold on. So it says, today I took responsibility for my actions, and I sincerely hope that the court and the community will see that Louis had no part in my criminal conduct. Catherine Kealoha, 10/22/19, and I guess that's either her signature or Allison Lee Wong's signature. Kind of hard to make out. But anyway, so check this out, right? So now so after the plea, Louis comes out of court crying. And I used to tell my clients, don't be no crybaby criminal. Don't be a crybaby criminal. And so, if you're going to do the crime, man up and do the time. But, and then coming out and saying, I was deceived by her and all this other bullshit. Look here, man. Ain't nobody buying that. See, here's what's going on. I'm telling y'all, here's what's going on. That fake divorce they filed, this note that I just showed y'all from Katherine Kealoha, all that, what they did was they finally met after getting smoked by the first jury. And for those of you who don't know, smoke means getting convicted, right? So after getting smoked by the first jury, because remember, during that whole trial, they was together, matching clothes, hand in hand, sitting next to each other. The two sorry lawyers that they had, everybody's it's a love fest until that jury came back saying, hey, you guys is done, guilty, right? Now all of a sudden you got the divorce being filed. You got, because what they did was they met. Louis and Kat met. The judge even gave them permission to meet. And, they was talking to each other on cell phones. I got that from a good source. While she's still in prison or in jail. So anyway, what they saying is, look, let's do what's in the best interest of the family. We got our daughter, and she's a true victim in this. But we got our daughter who's out. You know what I mean? And both of us don't need to go to prison for so long. So since this is Kat talking now, Louis, since I'm the one that's most culpable, I'll take the hit. You file for divorce. We'll both plead guilty. I'll write the judge a note, and you distance yourself from me to the public. That way, everybody will start thinking that you really had nothing to do with this, even though you went down to court, Louis, and sat there and threw that trial when it came to Gerard, even though you signed all these mortgages and you had to know. If you didn't know at the time when you're signing it, you knew after the fact. See, there's a thing called being an accessory after the fact, an accessory to a crime. I go rob a bank, and I come knock on your door, right? And you open up, and I like, hey, look, man, I just robbed the First Hawaiian Bank. You know what I mean? I got a ton full of money. Can you hide me for a minute? See, you were accessory after the fact. You had nothing to do with the bank robbery, right? You wasn't down there pointing a gun into here we go, pointing the gun. Pointing the gun into the teller's face. You didn't know nothing about it. You at home minding your business, and then somebody bang on your door. You let them in, like, okay, man, but I ain't looking for no trouble. The dude hands you $20,000 from the robbery, and you hide him out in your basement. You're an accessory after the fact. Right? I mean, you are. And so Louis, even if you claim that you didn't know at the beginning, you knew well enough. When all this shit was going down, y'all being indicted, she being indicted, she down there manipulating people, the firefighter, her ex-boyfriend. Even after you found out that she had cheated on you, you still held her hand. Now all of a sudden you want us to believe that all of a sudden after y'all get smoked, it's just come clear to you. Oh my God, man, I've been living with somebody I didn't know. Judge, I didn't know any of this. Man, nobody buying that shit. But let's get back to these fake ass tears you was crying. Hey, look, man, like I said, I tell my clients, man, don't be no crybaby criminal. Once you make your mind up that you're going to set up your uncle, once you make your mind up you're going to rip off the banks, once you make your mind up that you're going to sit in court and have all these lies being told, and take grandma's money and buy cars and go see Elton John in California and go to Disney. Once you decide you're going to do all that and you get caught, man, don't be no crybaby criminal. And what kind of man are you to stand there and let your wife take the blame and then sit there and say, hey, look here, she's a devil and I know nothing about it, man. Hey, like I said, you couldn't have been my client, man. No, you couldn't have been my client. And so, now they talking about, is he going to pay back the $250,000 that the city gave him in settlement for his retirement. And that was a dumbass move in the first place. That was a dumb move by the city in the first place, but they under criminal investigation, and that's for a video for another day. But look here, I'm telling y'all, man, one, you ain't going to see that $250,000. So all that is just, y'all knew that when y'all let him have it. See, that's more of our money. It's more taxpayers' money. And again, I got to make another video. It's like on Kurt Caldwell and the rest of these people trying to use our taxpayer funds to hire all these criminal defense lawyers because the feds is investigating y'all shit down there at City Hall. So no, man. So hey, look here, all them crocodile tears you crying, Louis. And, you want to come out talking about you feel sorry for the kids. Something. What did he say? I'm looking over here at my other screen because I don't want to misquote Louis or anybody else. Here's what he says. So after he enters the plea, comes out, he says, I'm not even thinking about myself right now. I'm thinking about the negative impact that all this had on the community, the police department, family, and friends. The negative, motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind? You intentionally set somebody up to try to send them to prison for a crime they didn't commit. And now all you ain't thinking about nothing but yourself. That's all y'all ever thought about. All I know is I'm going to do my best to redeem myself, and I'm sorry. Hey, if you're sorry, give us back that money. Like I told y'all before, hey, look, I'm not seeing, most of y'all know my background. I got addicted. I ended up going to prison too. The difference is, you got to accept responsibility. Don't come out saying you're sorry. You got to make amends for what you did. How can I make it right? Do I have to pay back all them people whose money I took? Still paying them off. That's how you make shit right. You got to, so, hey, pay us back. Go down and tell grandma you sorry before she passes away. Don't come out there in front of a court right before sentencing talking about you sorry, because you really ain't. Had you been sorry, you would have never went to trial. You'd have just manned up and admitted your guilt and said, look here, I got caught, I was wrong, what can I do to make it right? Right? And that's that internal change that we still looking for in you and your wife. Before I can see any, like I said, man, we all make mistakes. This is, you know what I'm saying? But when you sitting here trying to game us, man, hey, I can't take that shit. That's what y'all doing. Y'all still playing games. Had y'all just come clean and said, you know what, we really, a cat could have just said, look here, man, here's what happened. Me and Louis, when we took the reverse mortgage out from grandma, we really thought we was going to pay it back in 6 months. In between time, I started spending money. Louis became the chief of police. I'm trying to put on a show for everybody. And I spent more than what I was expecting to spend. And next thing you know, it became like a snowball that got out of control. Instead of just going to grandma and saying, hey, grandma, you know what, I messed up. I thought I was going to be able to pay you back, and now I'm stuck. Y'all created more lies. Y'all tried to put a man in prison. Right? And so now all of a sudden that the jury didn't buy y'all shit, now all of a sudden you want us to believe that you sorry, but you ain't done nothing. Absolutely nothing to make this shit right. When you got convicted the first time, you came out talking about Louis, I'm talking to Louis right now, talking about how you came out to support, how you appreciate the support from the community. Hey man, the community wasn't out there supporting this bullshit. Hey, so anyway, man, like I said, again, y'all can try to pull this shit over on the judge all you want to. And he may or may not buy it. But I ain't buying it. And I don't think a lot of people out here are buying it. So again, I'm glad to be back home. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, The Law with Lawson, and write in the comments if you want me to bring any other type of videos on here. But I had to shoot this one out real quick. And I'll try to do another one over the weekend about what's going, about the police arresting this young man and masoning him, and then denying it, the young man that had himself chained up trying to prevent more desecration of the Hawaiian lands here. I mean, it's just bullshit. So anyway, I'll touch on all that stuff, but talk to y'all later.